and the moisture level of your hair.
Okay.
The strength of your hair is excellent. What that means is you did not use
Yeah.
you did not use any heat to melt your elasticity. You didn't stretch it with braiding or weaving to weaken the elasticity. You didn't take pigment away, so the elasticity is really intact.
Okay.
So that's the elasticity. As far as the strength is concerned, it comes from the food you eat.
Okay.
So all the protein you intake
Yeah.
is either you burn it off by exercising
Yeah.
or you don't,
Okay.
and it comes out as excretion.
Okay.
Like your hair, skin, and nails is waste protein.
Yeah.
That too is excellent.
Okay.
So in other words, your hair is strong. However, it's not moist.
Yeah. Well,
It's not moist only because it hasn't had a drink of water.
I'm not drinking enough water.
No, your hair is dead.
Oh.
So whatever you do up here is waste protein.
Ah.
Drinking internally is not going to help it out here.
Okay, then I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's happening is if you use oil on your hair
Yeah.
or oil on your scalp,
Yeah.
water molecules can't get in.
Okay.
So if you've been oiling your hair, have
Yeah.
you been oiling your
Yeah.
hair?
The lock method, I think.
Okay. So just read the ingredients. If the first three ingredients is not water soluble, then you've been oiling your hair.
Oh yeah, I have.
Okay. So therefore, every time you try to shampoo your hair or try to hydrate your hair, it's not getting hydrated.
Okay.
Because oil is not water soluble.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's hardly shampoo soluble unless you use a harsh dishwashing liquid kind
Okay.
of thing. So your hair is not getting hydrated.
Okay.
So the first thing you need to do to have softer moisture here is to try and get away from the oil.
I can do that.
However, oil is really hard. It's something that has to wear off.
Okay.
But we do have a chelating agent that we could break it down halfway. You might have to do 2 or 3 to get it all. It's like plaque buildup on your teeth. You just have to break it down.
Okay.
So we could do one today if you have the time. Okay. So that's one reason why it's not hydrated. The second reason is, so I'm just going to let them see it. So I checked in here. The elasticity is really good. These bonds are all intact. This is the blood. All the hair is getting fed with the protein. The protein is really strong. The cuticle layers are a little compromised, which we'll talk about.
Okay.
So the cuticle layers supposed to look like this. She has approximately 3 inches of really good cuticles, and then the rest are torn. I'll show you guys in a minute.
Okay.
And the bangs are the healthiest. However, what I found around the occipital and the nape and the back of the crown, it's only 2 inches is healthy. So we have to figure out what's tearing it. So, can you zoom in low? Can you zoom in? Can you see how, can she see?
Yeah. It's frizzy.
Yeah, those cuticles are ripped and torn. So if you feel it, it's nice and smooth, and then it's all ripped and torn here. But for some reason, the sides are worse.
Oh.
So right here is only, it's just really smooth, and then half of it is ripped and torn. Back here, so it's almost like you wore a hat or something that might, or a scarf or something woolly that would have torn it, because this isn't, this whole area here is much better than this area here. So do you think you wore a head tie or a cap or?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows, right? But this is the area that's really going to tangle. So no matter what I do, this is going to tangle.
Cut it off.
Yeah, so if I cut all of this off, it's all of this is cutting off, which is fine with you.
I don't care.
Okay,
It's
good.
hair.
Okay.
It'll grow.
Alrighty, so that's, so you know, the next thing you need to, and you might not like the sounds of it, but I'll let you know. One, the oil has to come off. Secondly, whether your hair is going to get hydrated with water-based products. This is what the rock part looks like.
Okay.
Right? So we want to cut those off.
Yeah.
Okay? The average head of hair if you're Caucasian, has 7 of these layers.
Mm-hmm.
The average black person is supposed to have 15.
Mm-hmm.
You have like 20.
So that's bad.
That makes it very hard for water to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So hair like yours should generally either be kept short
Mm-hmm.
or locked or twisted in some kind to let it out loose. It just can't get the water. That's why you reach for the oil.
Okay.
You reach for the oil because you find like it's not getting wet, it's not getting moist. So you have a reason for reaching for the oil because the water base isn't working.
Okay.
So the reason why we do the wash and rinse, we want to just lift those cuticles up a little,
Mm-hmm.
loosen the hair up a little so the water can get in.
Okay.
So you have, if you just say to me, what's the best thing for my hair? I would say 2 strand twists,
Mm-hmm.
a low afro or lower afro,
Mm-hmm.
or the wash and rinse,
Okay.
or dreadlocks, like just lock,
Yeah.
right? Because it's the nature of your hair.
Mm-hmm.
It just won't absorb the water.
Okay.
Even your friend Lisa that comes, she might have a bigger curl, but
She
we
does.
still do the wash and wear on her.
Yeah.
We still relax her hair because her cuticles are black.
Mm-hmm.
Her curls might be more Caucasian-like,
Mm-hmm.
but her cuticles are so tight like yours.
Okay.
So her hair would never, okay? So you have a lot to think about,
Okay.
okay?
Yes.
Sounds good?
Yes.
But your hair is strong enough to do whatever you want.
Okay.
But we can try and get the water-based products in your hair today.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like trying to get a thick cream into your hands. You have to keep moving and manipulating it to get
Cut
it
it
in.
off.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay,
Go.
okay. So the first thing I'm noticing, her skull is really small.
Really?
Really small skull with a lot of hair.
I thought I had a big head.
No, you have a long, skinny skull.
Hmm.
So we pull it all back.
Who knew?
Who knew? We couldn't have tell with all this hair. So her skull is long. She also have a triangle-shaped face. With a triangle-shaped face, the first thing we want to do is cover temples.
Yes.
Covering the bangs, the forehead is okay, but the temples is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
What we look for is a balanced face, meaning the hairline to the brow is the same length as the brow to the tip of the face,
Mm-hmm.
the tip of the nose to the chin. So she's fairly balanced, but this is still a little too long, so we know we have to cut it off.
What, my forehead or the hair?
Both.
Okay.
So the next thing we're going to look at is the 3 features, the eyes, the nose, and the lips.
Okay.
If we put a heavy bang, the eyes sink in,
Mm-hmm.
and the nose sink in, and the lips come out.
Mm-hmm.
If we put a center part, the nose becomes longer. If we put a side part, either way, the eyes pop out.
Okay.
So, for me, the most prominent feature is the eyes. I don't mind if they get sunken. The eyes and the nose. To me, the feature I'd like to bring out the most is the lips.
Okay.
So once we put bangs in, the eyes and nose sink in and the lips pop out.
Okay.
If we put hair and leave any of this here, it's going to make her jawline skinnier. So this can all go. This can all go. Her skull is pretty skinny, so I don't want to see this too tight in here. So I want to leave some kind of width in here, a little bit of width in here, up and through here. All of this, I'd like to see lots of bangs, and everything else can go very low.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Works for me.
Okay, that's what we're going to do.
Get
It's like the bark of a tree.